Hey, Ryan here from my Fishing Cape Cod. I am on the beaches of the Outer Cape. I'm all alone tonight. It's about 8:30 p.m., September 2nd. We got a nice southeast breeze that's blowing in all sorts of fog, a little bit of drizzle. I'm gonna start walking down the beach. I'm gonna start casting. And maybe tonight, if I'm lucky, I'll hit a good school of fish all alone here on one of the most spectacular beaches anywhere in the world. So let's give it a try and we'll see what happens. So as you've seen in lots of other videos, I'm sure, with the black and purple Swarter, really any swimming plug for that matter, it's just a nice slow retrieve. Sometimes it feels like you're tapping on the bottom, but those are actually stripers hitting it. There we go. Wow, my second cast, felt a bunch of taps and we're on with a decent bass. I honestly can't believe it. Usually I spend a lot of more time searching for him, but it looks like tonight maybe we're getting lucky and we're gonna be right on him real quick. See how big this fish is. Got to get him away from the surf. Oh yeah, that's a beauty. Awesome fish. There we go. That's pretty sweet. Not bad for the first fish of the night. Wow. Probably a slot-sized fish, but I'm gonna let him go. Obviously, you got to be pretty careful anytime you go in the water, but especially out here. Tide should get him. He should be okay. Woo! All right. That's pretty awesome. Second cast. Let's see what happens on the third cast. Welcome back to the Goose Hummock Shops here in Orleans. Today I'm with Ian McPartland. Ian, thank you for being part of this segment.
It's a pleasure, Ron.
So in today's episode, we're using Joe Baggs Blurple Swarters. And for some reason, that black and purple color along the beaches of Cape Cod at night can be pretty effective.
Absolutely, yeah. It's really a go-to color for your low light or no light conditions. Just having that contrast and against the dark, it's just incredible.
So when using these lures, as you can see, they come with treble hooks, which if you're not careful, can get embedded in your hands or your legs. So we really recommend having these fish grippers.
Yeah, it really is a must for keeping those trebles out of your fingers. Whether you're fishing them at night, you really don't get a good look at the fish. Whether it's thrashing in the beach and the rips, it can definitely keep them out of your hands.
And another tip, which we went over in the episode itself, is with these treble hooks, to crush the barbs, and that will make releasing the fish much easier. However, Ian has another trick using these inline singles.
Absolutely. I spent probably 2 hours earlier in the season switching up a lot of my SP minnows and just my surface plugs to inline singles, and a lot of them I take the belly hook off completely and just run a single on the back. I really don't find a loss of hookups or really issues getting the fish, and it just makes it a lot easier for me.
So there you have it. If you're looking to fish the beach at night, try these black and purple lures. And Ian, thank you very much for your help.
Awesome.
Welcome back to My Fishing Cape Cod TV. Right now, I'm surfcasting for stripers along the beautiful beaches of Outer Cape Cod. So again, this is what I'm casting right now. You can see it's gotten worn out pretty good. This is where all the bass hit it. It used to be black and purple, now it's kind of black, purple, and white. But it works. Just a nice, oh, wow, that did not take any time at all. Oh, I think he popped off. There must be just 1,000 fish in front of me right now. For me to be getting bites like this, there must be hundreds of bass in the surf tonight. Sometimes I'll hold the rod parallel to the ground like I am right now. Other times I'll hold it at a 45-degree angle. Just whatever's feeling most comfortable. Doesn't really matter either way. I can feel the current sweeping my lure from right to left. Very powerful current right now. Let's head down the beach just a little further, just for the heck of it. And there are definitely a lot of bass around tonight. Just got to stay on the school. This is a really special place to be fishing. Pretty wild place. Probably more so than any other stretch of beach on the Cape. I find this area to be the most tranquil and the easiest place to find some solitude. There's just miles and miles of conservation land out here, and it's not unusual to come across coyotes and deer and all sorts of critters. At the very least, if you don't catch a fish, this is a good place to come and kind of reset and quiet your mind. Conservation land encompasses much of Outer Cape Cod, and as a result, the landscape is in a more pristine state than in other areas of the Cape. I know I speak for thousands of people when I say that I'm grateful that this area has been preserved. Pitch black tonight too. It's actually almost a full moon, but it's so foggy you can't see much of anything. All right, let's take a few casts here, see what happens. That last fish hit very close to the beach. Probably only 25, 30 feet offshore, I would guess. He was just cruising right along the coastline, which they'll often do, especially at night. There's one. Oh, that guy feels decent too. Might be another decent one. When you're not using barbs on the hooks, you really got to do a perfect job of getting the fish in. But there's so many fish around tonight. It's okay if I lose one now and again, because there's just thousands of them out there. I can only imagine what it must look like out there underwater. Gotta wait for a wave to bring them up.